Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you my top 5 kettlebell exercise to give you a complete all-round workout. Now kettlebells are a really good way to build up your core strength, build up your stabilizing strength. Due to the way the kettlebell is shaped, you get a lot better workout than just using dumbbells or your body weight. If you don't have a kettlebell at home, you can pick one up at the clinic if you live locally, or just check out your local fitness store. For females, somewhere between 5 and 10 kilos as a starting point, or for males, somewhere between 15 and 20 kilos. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to go through is a squat row. So I want you to start with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart and your toes slightly turned out. You're going to have the kettlebell hanging in front of you, bending at the knees, keeping your chest up. We're going to lightly touch the kettlebell to the ground, and as you come up, bring the kettlebell up to your chin. And then back down, lightly touch it to the ground, and then back up to the chin. The weight will go back on your heels as you squat down. Keep your chest up, and at the top, pull your shoulder blades back. Think about pinching them back. Then come down, lightly touching on the ground, and then pulling that kettlebell up to the chest, pulling your shoulders back. With each exercise, I recommend starting with about 20 reps, and you can adjust it from there. If you get heavier kettlebells, then you can reduce how many reps you're doing. The next exercise is a bent over row. So I want you standing with one hand on your knee, leaning forwards at your trunk. You've got a split stance with the feet, so one foot forwards and one's back. Keeping your chest up, you can have the eyes slightly up out in front of you. I want you to pull that kettlebell back to your shoulder, pull your shoulder blade back, and then bring it back down. And up to the shoulder, and then back down. Chest up, eyes up. We've got the back straight in this leaning position, so make sure you're not rounding. By keeping the eyes up and the chest up and the hips back, it's going to help keep your lower back straight. Hand on the opposite knee, just for that support of the upper body, pinching your shoulder blade back. Lead with your elbow as you pull back each time. Then once you've done 20 on one arm, we'll swap over and do the same over on the other side. The next exercise we're going to go through is a lunge. So I want you to start with your feet together. We're just taking a big step out, bending your back knee, and then coming back up. I want you to swap hands with the kettlebell, and then bend the back knee. I've got the kettlebell in my opposite hand to that foot that's stepping forward. If you want to unbalance yourself a little bit more, you can do it with the same side, leg, and hand. It's going to make your core muscles and oblique muscles on the other side work it a little bit harder. Each time, we'll swap the legs, and we'll swap that kettlebell over. Keep your chest up at the top. Chest up, weight through your front heel as you lunge down. Come up onto the toes of the back foot. As you lunge down, make sure this knee doesn't go past your toes. Just go to that point, just like doing a squat. Chest up, making sure we're not leaning over. Going to keep your knees and ankles all in line. Once again, 20 of these. If you feel like you can get through 20 okay, you can build it up to 40, so 20 each leg. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is a shoulder press. So I want you to spin that kettlebell around, hold it on the back of the wrist, just at the back of the shoulder. The hand slightly pointing forward. We're just going to press that kettlebell up overhead and then back down to the shoulder. Then back up overhead. See how you go with 20 of these? It's a little bit harder pressing that weight overhead. You might start with 10 or 15 and see how you go. Your elbows pointing forwards of the body, out a bit of an angle. Reaching up as high as you can and then control it back down to the shoulder. Like I was saying at the start, the kettlebell is really good for working those stabilizing muscles, and you'll feel it in this one. If you don't have good stability at your shoulder blade, this exercise will be really hard, and you'll find everything will strengthen up so much quicker with the kettlebell. Now for this last exercise, I'm just going to get you down on your back, knees bent, feet hip distance apart, chest up. Holding onto the kettlebell in front of your chest, we're just going to rotate towards one side and then rotate back towards the other side as far as you can. Again, chest up, eyes up, keeping your back straight. As your chest and shoulders rotate, I want you to keep your knees still in the middle. So the upper body will rotate, but the knees will stay still. Think about pulling your shoulder blades back. Now if you want to make it harder, do it with slightly longer arms. Both your shoulder muscles will have to work harder, but also your core muscles. This one's specifically for your core muscles and for your obliques. With this one, again, do 20. If you can get to 20 okay, build up to about 40. Okay guys, that's it for the workout today. 5 really simple exercises to get you started with a kettlebell. If you've got any questions, just leave a comment below. For all our videos, head over to betterexercise.com.au. You can find our videos, blogs, and all the services we offer at the clinic. Thanks a lot.